Have you ever noticed that when you're struggling, your instinct for healing may be completely different from someone else's? It is easy to assume that what restores you should also restore the people you love. Yet one of the most overlooked realities of human psychology is that different minds often require different paths back to themselves. Some people heal by changing their environment. When they become overwhelmed, they feel trapped inside their own thoughts. The longer they remain there, the more emotionally exhausted they become. What they need is movement. They need new experiences, different places, conversations, music, creativity, nature, or simply a change of scenery. The outside world interrupts the cycle taking place within them. Each new experience gives them something fresh to connect with, allowing them to gradually rediscover themselves. Others heal in almost the opposite way. Too much activity, too much social interaction, or too much external stimulation can make them feel as though they are losing themselves. Their minds naturally search for patterns, explanations, and understanding. Solitude becomes a place of restoration rather than loneliness. Quiet allows them to organize their thoughts, connect ideas, and slowly rebuild a sense of clarity. They do not necessarily need a different world. They often need a different understanding of the world. Neither path is inherently better. They are simply different ways of regulating the mind. This difference also explains why well-meaning people often misunderstand one another. If your own healing comes through experience, you may naturally encourage others to get out, stay busy, see friends, or try something new. If your healing comes through understanding, you may naturally encourage others to slow down, reflect, think, or have long conversations. In both cases, you are offering the medicine that has helped you. The problem is that what feels like medicine to one person may feel like exhaustion to another. One person experiences quiet as peace. Another experiences quiet as being trapped inside their own thoughts. One person experiences activity as freedom. Another experiences constant activity as mental overload. Neither person is wrong. They are simply responding to the way their minds naturally regulate themselves. This difference extends beyond behavior into the way people understand life itself. Some people naturally interpret the world through relationships and lived experience. They instinctively ask questions like, how did this affect me? How did this affect the people around me? What does this mean for my relationships? Others instinctively search for structure and explanation. Their minds ask different questions. What actually happened? What pattern explains this? How do all these pieces fit together? Neither perspective is complete on its own. One protects empathy, emotional awareness, and connection. The other protects consistency, nuance, and the search for truth beneath appearances. The healthiest understanding of life often requires both. Perhaps the most surprising realization is that even your preferred way of seeing the world can become part of your identity. You may think of yourself as the caring one, or the strong one, or the independent one, or the rational one. You may even see yourself as the observer, the person who steps back from emotion in order to understand reality more clearly. But even the identity of the observer is still an identity. That does not make it wrong. It simply reminds you that every human being sees the world through a particular lens. No one stands completely outside themselves. Every mind is shaped by temperament, personality, experience, and the strategies it has developed for navigating life. Real wisdom may not come from eliminating the ego altogether. Perhaps it comes from recognizing that your preferred way of healing, thinking, and understanding is not the only valid way. When you realize this, something begins to change. Judgment slowly gives way to curiosity. Instead of asking, why doesn't this person heal the way I do? You begin asking, what does healing actually look like for them? That single shift has the power to transform frustration into understanding. The people you love may not need to become more like you. They may simply need to be understood for the unique path their own mind takes back to itself.